What's good, Council of Comics? Welcome to another episode of Comic Book Pickups. I think it's episode 12. Let's go.
Where are the heroes? I wish I knew the rest of the word. That's in the whole thing. It's like a harmony, right?
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life.
What is good, Council of Comics? Welcome to another episode of Comic Book Pickups. This is episode number 12. Number 12. Had a long day. Very tired. But I wanted to get another haul video in. But first, before we move on, please like and subscribe. Hit that like button down there. Hit that subscribe button. Help the algorithm out so you can help the channel. Alright, so as you know, comic book pickups is just, if we go to a comic book shop, we pick stuff up and we come back and we talk about it. I do a lot of dollar bin diving. I like to get books cheap and that are worth more than $1. This is actually part 3 of the Newburgh Toy Show. This is vendor number 3. I think he was actually the first person we went to there. Pretty cool. But we got 23 books for $30. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna put over here what, how many books, what it's worth, that whole thing, so you can see. All right, so let's get into it. 23 books, 30 bucks. So basically paid a little bit more than $1 a book, right? All right, so let's go through it. We've got Invincible Iron Man number 6. This is by Brian Michael Bendis and Mike Deodato. It's a dope Mike Deodato cover. This is a series where Riri is Iron Man, and it's got a dope War Machine cover right there. Pretty cool. This book is worth, it's only about a $3 book. Paid $1 for it, but it's only $3. It's not bad. Next up, Classic X-Men number 10, and this has Art Adams covers. Now, what happened with Classic X-Men is they were reprints of the Uncanny series, and what they did was they got Art Adams to come in and do a lot of the covers. They even got Mike Mignola to come in and do some of the covers. It was pretty cool. But I'm a big fan of Art Adams. Love Art Adams. Big AA. And I try to get all the Classic X-Men ones that I can. This is issue number 10. This is worth about $5. And all these are in really good condition. Really, really good condition. It's about $5. Next up, we got Star Wars number 22. This is worth about $5. It's pretty cool. All the Star Wars has been really good with Marvel ever since Marvel got the license back. And then all the books that they do is canon with the TV shows and with the movies. So they're really, really good. And this is a good Star Wars book. So I'm thinking that's a newsstand too, because they usually say direct, but that's even bigger if that's a newsstand. It's probably not a newsstand, because by this time newsstands were kind of like less than obsolete, so I would doubt that. Alpha Flight number 2. Alpha Flight was the Canadian mutant team that birthed out of the X-Men. There's rumors that there might be an Alpha Flight series and so forth. I got issue number 1, number 2. I want to get 1 through 10 of Alpha Flight, because this is a book that came out in 1983. So you know how old that is. But it's in great condition. And it's issue number 2. You always want to pick up issue number 1, issue number 2, and most of the time it's issue number 3. This one is from Avatar Studios. This is issue number 1 of an independent series called Dr. Sleepless. This book, the Alpha Flight book is worth $5. Sorry. This is only worth about $3, but it was pretty cool. I like the black and whiteness of it. Pretty cool. I thought that was a good pickup. Cloak and Dagger. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of Cloak and Dagger. Always picking up Cloak and Dagger wherever I can go. Trying to get sets of it. Cloak and Dagger number 7. This is about a $4 book. Pretty cool. I'm trying to see. This is a Mignola. This is a Mignola cover. Mignola's a legend to me. He's one of my top 10 artists of all time. And Cloak and Dagger number 10. This is a $7 book. Dr. Doom on the cover. I believe that adds to its value. And like I said, all these books are in great condition. Dazzler number 40. I'm a big Dazzler fan. I always say that Kamaria should play Dazzler in the Marvel Universe. You hear that, Marvel? Look up. To do wonders. Great. This book is a $5 book. Pretty cool. I'm sure Dazzler was one of my favorite. Just holding this up while I talk. Dazzler was one of my favorite X-Men. I'm from the years of Chris Claremont and Mark Silvestri. And it was Dazzler, Wolverine, Colossus, Longshot, Storm, Rogue. I believe there was somebody else, but I can't remember. But that was my X-Men team. And Dazzler's always been a fan favorite of mine. Doctor Strange number 75. I'm a big fan of picking up the 1s, the 25s, the 50s, the 75s, those milestone type books. And I got this. This is worth about $5. Great condition. Like that. And that book came out in 1985. 85. Next up, we got some DC books. I was able to pick up The New Gods from DC. This is issue number 1. This is a great Dark Side cover right there. This book came out. Did I write what this book came out? Yeah. This is in 1984. 1984. This is a $10 book. This is issue number 2. Which is a $10 book as well. Pretty cool. Like the DC was supposed to do a New Gods movie with what's her name? DeVerno. Ernie DeVerno. You know what I'm talking about? Forget. It's called New Gods. But forget what movie what else she did. This is issue number 3. This is worth $5. Pretty cool. Jack Kirby's New Gods. And what Jack Kirby's New Gods is Jack Kirby worked for both Marvel and DC. And what he did was he created the Eternals in Marvel, those kind of characters. And then he went over to DC and created the New Gods. And that's why you'll see that they're kind of very similar in the way they are. He immediately after he created the Eternals and all that, he went over and created the New Gods. And this is issue number 4 is worth $5, and issue 5 is only worth about $3. But it's a 1 through 5 set, so that's pretty good. All right. Next up, I got some Marvels. Literally, I have Marvels number 2. No, that's not Marvel number 2. Sorry. There's Marvel's number 2. This was done by Alex Ross. And basically it's from the point of view of a normal journalist that's covering these superhero events. And it's very, very grounded. And the artwork is amazing. And they have this acetate cover. So underneath, let me see if I can show you. Let me show you what I am talking about. Alright, so it has a cover like that, and then when you pull this over, there's the real cover. So they call these acetate covers. So one of the first ones to do like this, and they're pretty cool. So that's issue number 2. There's issue number 3. It's a great Silver Surfer cover from Ross. Pretty dope. Same acetate cover. It's worth about $10. And Marvel's number 4 with the Spidey eye. This whole thing is an acetate. When you pull over, there's that underneath. This is also worth about $10. Pretty cool and in excellent condition. No spine ticks, no nothing. Next up, Vigilante number 1. This is the first appearance, not first appearance, but first solo series of Vigilante. Those of you that watch Peacemaker on HBO, you know that he showed up as basically Peacemaker's sidekick. This book is in great condition. This is about a $20 book. So, I paid $1.50 or something for it for a $20 book. It's pretty cool. Great book to have right there if you're a big Peacemaker fan. Amazing Spider-Man number 7. This is the first appearance of Spider UK from Earth 833. rumors that he's gonna play a nice little chunky role in the Spider-Verse movie, Across the Spider-Verse, that's coming out. This is about a $12 book. This is a hot key lately. This is from the Edge of Spider-Verse series, first series of that. But Amazing Spider-Man main book. Next up, I got The Man Called Nova, number 17. This is about a $10 book. This came out. Got some bends and stuff on it, but that's right. It's nothing that you can't really press out. Nice strong yellow colors going on there. This is about a $10 book. West Coast Avengers number 1. Now there's a lot of rumors about West Coast Avengers. They might have a TV show. Of course, they got Wonder Man TV show that's coming out on Disney Plus, and he's part of the West Coast Avengers. Rumors that Hawkeye would lead it, and like they're introducing all these characters that might eventually become the West Coast Avengers. And this is the first West Coast Avengers book from the limited series. Pretty dope. This is about a $15 book. Pretty cool. Beavis and Butthead number 1. Cool, Beavis. Cool. I used to watch Beavis and Butthead all the time. My brother got me into them, and I started watching them, and they're just, to me, they're hilarious. To some people, they're just like idiotic and they have no point. Like, I'm pretty sure like Kamari shaking her head in the background, like pretty idiotic. But as a kid, this was it. This was it. But this is a great find. It's about a $15 book. Beavis and Butthead number 1. It's one of those books that are gonna age gracefully, some would say. And last on the list, we have New Mutants number 100. This was the last book in the New Mutants line back in the 90s. This is the first appearance of X-Force. The very next book that would come out would be X-Force number 1. When it came out, it became the biggest selling comic book of all time. But then it was topped by Jim Lee with X-Men number 1 and beat them out. But these books were on fire because Rob Liefeld was drawing them, and that was just that era of Liefeld, Silvestri, Larson, that McFarlane, that whole time period. And the big build-up was to issue number 100, where Cable would create the X-Force, which he did, and they would become X-Force and then X-Force number 1. And this is in great condition. I love seeing these books because these books remind me of my childhood, or when I would go, and I picked up this book not when I didn't know, but like I was in the middle. I was at a time where I knew a lot about comic books when I was a kid, and it was exciting that these things were coming out. All right, so those are the books. Like I said, let's do the numbers. There's 23 books. Paid $30 for them. They are worth, after research and all the estimates and all that, about $162, which is really, really good, and that leaves a profit of about $132. So we paid $30, but basically made about $132. Now, of course, everybody's saying, "Oh, you're gonna sell them all?" No, we don't. Sometimes you'll sell them all back. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes you keep some for yourself. I'm just giving you a total of the value of what the haul was. All right, so 23 books, paid $30, worth $162, profit about $132. So that's episode number 12 of Comic Book Pickups. I want to say, I don't want to call it dollar bin diving, but it is dollar bin diving because they weren't technically all $1. They were all different prices, but it's in that range. But I want to thank you guys for joining us. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go check out the previous hauls of Comic Book Pickups, and go check out our new Comic Book Day and all the other videos. And check out our 500 subscriber video. You gotta like that video, you gotta comment on that video, you gotta be a subscriber. You'll be eligible for 3 prizes. What are the prizes? You gotta go see in that video. Go to that video and find out. Good stuff. All right, so for myself and the rest of the Council of Comics, thank you for watching. Love you. Oh, you want to start recording already, camera? Huh? Is that what you want to do? Baby.